Hey everybody, Tier here, coming at you again with another Infinite Zombies playthrough, just in case this benefits anybody out there. So here we go, we're starting off again after the end of round one, um, as a repeating theme because this is the important part. We replayed this start of round one 3 times until we got to an option that included the reward quality up. We already have reward quantity up. There we go. We always run with both. You can only get each once. The other buffs that we're running with today, let me pause this real quick, are money. It's a money run. You can see up here in the top corner 15% and a lot of money remaining. So that's the orange money, purple money up, green money up, blue reward quantity. And that's where we are. Let's get to it. For anybody curious, there is my current power level for this playthrough. And I'm going to do my best again to try and follow a build order. As you can see, all that money means that I get to just kind of go ham right now at the beginning. So some of these are being placed in convenience because I happen to be right next to them at that point in time. Obviously, I would not normally placing this many this quickly normally. This is an easy call, by the way. Money, the blue ore, whatever you want to call it, resource, is the best thing you can get out of these for the most part, except for nukes. And the purple percent up, that's the best. We're so happy to see that this early in the game. It's fantastic. We're going to have a good run, probably. We still need to find a nuke somewhere along the way, but looks like it's a good start. That's a little early. I don't actually need that there just yet. First, I usually like to place in these 3 here. Let's just upgrade that guy while we're there. As you can see, my power level's so high, these guys aren't getting close right now. What I'm building is for the rounds that come after. More money. I like that resource, and a blue one at that. Perfect. I'm going to want... So the rockets in my current strategy are focused on these control points, these intersections. You can see we got... I guess I should probably grab the tool. We got one of them right there. There's another one down there, up there, and you get the idea. On just the back half of the map, I talked about that before. And single target is more focused towards this part down here, which is why we're going to have these machine guns instead of rockets for the most part. We want that rocket right there because it just helps with the dogs I've found through iteration. I'm gonna get that for easy bot and hang on to it. We're gonna need 1 or 2 helpers in the later rounds, so I'll take one of those. And like I said in the other video, I generally don't advise just filling the map with tier 1s. I don't find that it's all that beneficial. Usually tier 2s, at the very least, because of how their power scales in my experience, is where you want to start from. But you can see we got a pattern up here. Rockets on the corners. We want rockets on the corners. Lasers in between, except for the slow tower. And, more money. Oh, yes, please. I'm very happy. I like that. So, being up at 45%, this is going to be a good run. This early, especially. Because we have most of our income is yet to get around to us. So let's just go ahead and take a second to slow down, fill out a little bit with all of this money we have. No reason that we need to be restarting anything. My current iteration has these rockets here to try to poke in a little bit more damage. I'm not sure whether that's better or not. And the whole idea is we want these lasers to basically be on target on the big fat yellow guys the entire way through. They just take a long time to burn, and you just need to let those suckers just get zapped forever. I can start going again. So lasers distribute throughout the map, usually at a pretty high level. The center here is actually obviously more important. I don't know if that's obvious actually, but it is. These just hit more targets a greater percentage of the time, so better uptime, better damage. The ones that are underutilized are the ones that aren't on as much. I guess they're not underutilized. They don't need as much priority. We can go 4. This is already done. You should be a 3. You should be a 3. You can see how kind of sloppy I've gotten. So this is an interesting question. If your damage is not as high as mine, I would go with the orange damage here. In fact, that was my choice throughout my developing city level. I actually, given how high my stats are right now, I'm almost more interested in that money. Just as a percentage of the impact it's going to have. In fact, I think... I only have one Freezy bot, though. Round 6. I need more help. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to gamble that I can find something else. Ideally a nuke. Alright, let's get these machine guns up. I like machine guns. They do work more than you think they do. They hurt the yellows, but they also don't get stuck on them because those dogs will kill you if you let them just run rampant. You have to keep them in control. You want the yellows because obviously they're where the points are. That's what the money is. And that's why I generally... I'd say you can use your health as a resource, and you can. You should, when it makes sense, but... That's not a nuke, but I'll take it. At the same token, you want points, and you want money, resources, and you get those from the kills. So you try your best not to let anything through when you don't have to, because that's just how you're going to maximize your later levels. Okay, I've been really bad. I have 4,300. Let me just spend this really quick. We're so rich we can afford to upgrade these. Sometimes these are machine guns when I want to save money, but I can afford for those to be splurged out on. That too. I want some more rockets down here. This is just not as effective as a placement, but a way to poke in a little bit more splash damage. I think that I need a slow tower over here to balance out that guy there. Same over here. And we're looking a lot better. We can probably let that go again. I want more lasers because lasers are strong. Do I have any level 2 lasers anywhere still? I'm sure you guys are seeing them, especially there's one. Especially since you can pause. I'm trying to keep this video to a reasonable length because, well, that's just better for you guys, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, everything's fine. This should be a 3 by now. Let's go ahead and get my machine guns better machine guns. That's an important laser right there. The laser. No nukes. Rough life. I have one Freezy bot, one weather controller. We're not talking about the blue energize, by the way. I hate that thing. If you want to talk to me about it, we can, but I hate that thing. I have so much money, I will take the Freezy bot. Just because I have so much already that being able to control the flow if needed. Because, you know, sometimes these guys actually don't always behave the same. If you run the same level over and over again, you'll find that sometimes they walk at a little different pace. Specifically the Zoomers is what I call the blue crab-looking rock creatures. Those guys love to change how fast they go. They seem to get stuck on other enemies, so each playthrough they can sometimes just change their speed. And sometimes it actually works to your benefit. When you're trying to get a personal best or something, or eke out a next level. This can just be a laser. We should put another one over here also. Alright, the big guys are coming out. These are the large Zoomers. I'm gonna need help with them, but I'm hoping just to use one of those purple Freezy bots. We'll see. But if I am not good about spending my money here, I might actually fall behind. Let's get this laser up. And you can just see how these lasers chewing through that health bar slowly. Are you going to go at all, I wonder? Let's upgrade you. I can tell already this is going to need help. And this is why I want lasers. Now, ideally, I want to kill both of these Zoomers, the large ones, but I think I might have to use a second. Oh, come on, die, 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 die! I'm gonna let this go. If it wants to go, I'm gonna let it go. This is using my HP. Yeah. I think I'm better off saving the item. Even though that's score, that's money, I think it's better in my bag. So we're gonna let that go. I could restart here, and many times I have. Oh, no nukes. Okay, well. I'll go with a second weather controller. It's tight. I will not fault you for most of your choice there. Actually, I don't remember what the fourth item was. I might fault you for that. So. These guys are importante. Let's upgrade them. I like to upgrade these two as well, kind of spread the hurt throughout the region. I'm sorry if you guys can hear me tapping on my phone as I control it. Like, I don't know how to do anything about that, aside from like getting a second control surface, and I'm not interested in doing that. So, if it irritates you, I'm sorry. I have heard it in my playthrough, and it does irritate me, but what do you want to do? Alright, we should speed this up. Waiting for the big guys. There they are. Alright, now we don't have... This is where normally a nuke would come in handy, and we don't have one. So we're going to stall for time and hope that pays off. I have actually gotten down to the nitty-gritty before about figuring out when exactly to pause based on how many lasers were targeting the things I wanted them targeting. And you can definitely do that if you're pushing for a new level to break through. My power level is high enough that I'm going to make Wave 11 no matter what, so I'm not really worried about it. But if it was close to whether I make Wave 11 or not, I could certainly see doing that still. Let's go ahead and just use that. spend money before these guys start around the corner, because I'm going to want to maximize the hurt on them. And I'm going to bias towards one side instead of distributing it, because I hope to kill at least him without using another item. That's beautiful. Okay, so if this last guy gets through, I'm going to let him go through. Same reason as before, but I'm going to just pile on as much damage as I can. Nope, he's good. We win. Alright, next level. What do we get? This is our last one. What do we get? Nuke, nuke, nuke. I think the Freezy bot will get me more points. It's close. I think for a large number of you, damage is going to be treacherous. I just have large base, which makes them less appealing. The higher your base stats are, they're less of a total change, right? Just spend the money. This is the level where it ends. All I'm going to do is try to buy us some extra points with our items, and you could actually make some very substantial changes here to make a multi-thousand difference in your score. I'm not doing that here because this video is already probably pretty long. I don't know what this is, but I'm afraid. And so I'm not going to bother maximizing these last... I could probably turn this into a 3,500 score. 35,000, 36,000. If I really took the time and finessed that last build. I mean, you can see how much money I still had there at the end. But for the sake of you guys can see the general idea there. I think I communicated the important ideas better this way than trying to focus on those last few points. So, anyways, hope you guys liked this. I probably will upload it. Hopefully you find it useful. If you do, say you did. A couple of you did, and that actually encouraged me to make another. But we'll see if it keeps up. Thank you all. Bye.